Hello everyone, William here. Today's video is about acrylic stands, Pokemon acrylic stands, and I wanted to highlight two that are very obscure. First, I want to open this package that I got in the mail recently, and to stay on theme, it's an acrylic stand as well. This one you might have seen. Okay, here it is. It's Iono. I think it's a collection box. I saw the box and I didn't really want to buy the pack, so I simply got the stand separate. You could see it's Iona with Bellibolt and Miss Magnus. Is it Tadbolt and Wattrel? I think that's the name. I was surprised to see this come out in a English market because for the most part all the acrylic stands that I've seen and know about are just Japanese exclusives. They're generally only available on, I think, the Pokemon Center Japan. For instance, I have this Nessa one which is still sealed, and here you can see it's for sale Japan only. So for the most part, these acrylic stands are generally only available in Japan. But today I wanted to highlight two of my rarest acrylic stands. You've probably seen them several times on the channel, and it's these two. This one's Iris and Cynthia. Now, how these are released, you couldn't just go on the Pokemon Center and buy them like you can with most other acrylic stands. These were given out in a special competition. It was related to the Masters 8 arc in the anime. That was when it's one of the final ones in Pokemon Journeys, and Ash battled against Leon and quite a few other characters were there. And there's I think it's an ice cream or some type of confectionery company in Japan that's called Gari-Gari-kun. They had a competition where you could win these stands, and the total amount given out was only 1,000. Since there were 8 characters, from what I could tell from the wording, it was not 1,000 of each character. It was just 1,000 winners, and you could get either any of the 8 characters. I noticed that these ones, I haven't really seen these Gari-Gari-kun acrylic stands much anymore on the Japanese market sites. I think at this point most people have bought a copy, and any ones that you find now are overpriced. For the longest time I was sort of trying to get all 8, but prices went up too high on them, so at this point I will have to just stick with these two. What's interesting about these figures is they came acrylic stands, sorry. That they came with a, I think it's kind of a congratulation note. I can't read Japanese. Maybe I should have translated it beforehand. But a lot of the sellers selling the acrylic stands included these. This is, I believe, is the Gari-Gari-kun mascot. One thing is that if you aren't able to find these acrylic stands and you were interested in them, they are the gacha style acrylic stand copies of those same ones. Like for example, here's Iris, which you could get for, I've seen these for under £5, so they aren't really that expensive. It's more so the shipping that would be an issue. This is an open one I have of Steven's Mega Metagross. What's interesting is in Steven's name in Japanese is Daigo, which is kind of a cool name. Yeah, it's really small. I don't really know how these gacha acrylic stands are distributed, but I believe they're random in how you got these ones. But you can find them online pretty cheaply compared to these ones here, which I really can't find anymore. That's all for this video, and thanks for watching.